Warning, we are not responsible for any booty shaking, titty licking, drinking, cheating, or any other irresponsible actions you're about to watch.
Who is Dr. Till, Ministry of Dude?
So Dr. Till, Ministry of Dude, you can suck my ass?
You can't act black.
Hey!
I'm an N-word. People think I'm gay.
Sorry.
Microwave.
The dinosaurs were smited for being homosexuals.
Oh, yeah!
Why are you touching my ball?
Fucking hate white people.
Let's boogie. I am a white woman.
The only reason why we offer you Cokes is because that's how we insert the eggs into your brain.
Dr. Till is a racist.
All I care about is the D, motherfucker.
You are now watching Dr. Till in the Ministry of Dudes!
Quick, Eric. Don't wash your hands. Just shake it.
Is he like to get like a massive share? So he's been muted and deafened for like 10 minutes.
It's like I hear that fucking dude talking shit.
Or he's beating his dog.
Maybe he's got a tied up black woman in the basement. There he is. We were wondering what he went to, Eric.
Not working. But it's an hour. Yeah, I'm not in the shower yet, so I have to go take a fucking shower.
Ah, I see.
Uh-huh.
No, wait, was that a
All right,
shower?
well, I guess we should start the show or something.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. How's it going out there? Welcome to the Ministry of Dude. I'm your host, Dr. Till. And it's Friday night, which used to be Legion night, but now we're doing that on Saturdays. So if you haven't subscribed to the Legion channel yet, go right over to the description in this video, click that link, and go sub, because we're going to go fuck with some people tomorrow night. But tonight, we've got a bunch of other shit. Holy fuck. Already got a huge dono here. Hold on a second.
I'll be right back.
Let's play it.
I gotta grab my lighter.
Angel blasted the lobster with $20. I'm just here to say hi and pimp out Amy Staley's merch.
Well, thank you very much, Angel. And yes, here, let me drop this link in the chat for everybody. Go check out Amy Staley's merch channel, or what that merch thing? Store. That's the word. Here, I'm gonna drop in the chat for everybody. There you go. Go check out Amy Staley's. She makes a lot of cool shit. She made the prizes for last year's troll games, and I think Eric still has.
Still haven't got my fucking prize.
Yeah, Eric's just hanging on to these motherfuckers. But thank you very much, Angel. And here is your drop, my friend. Appreciate you. And y'all can be just like our good friend Angel by going to streamlabs.com/ministrydude. Buy me a coffee or directly right there on Rumble. All are great ways to help support this stupid show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight.
What happened?
First off, yeah, there's been a lot of things going on in the past 24 hours or so that has created quite the drama around the internet. And we're gonna dig into some of that. Well, let's pull Familiar Human in here. All right, but no more. Yo, what up, FH?
He's muted.
Dude,
Eventually.
Eric July is getting fucking
Man, I
sued.
don't like how this guy has my name.
That's why I always feel the need to say his full name.
Just call him
people don't get
July.
confused.
Oh,
Rippa.
let's call
we'll
him
him Rippa. That's
Eric Juneteenth.
Aaron Juneteenth. All right, guys. When we talk about this, though, we can't be dropping any N-bombs.
Oh, are we still?
Yeah, we're
are we
on
still
YouTube, so yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
But when y'all do that, it completely negates any valid
I won't
arguments
do it this
or
time.
thoughts
I
we
know
had
you're
beforehand.
talking to me, Till. You don't have to tell it to everybody.
And Lucas and Kyle.
Since
can
you're
say- I
talking
can't
to
say
the
it.
class, like, I'm right here, bitch.
I know.
You can just talk to me. I get it.
Yeah.
I like to dress everyone though, so people don't feel excluded and like pointed out until they point themselves out. Like
I'm a good boy.
I'm a jungle animal. I can say it.
Yeah. So do we want to just go ahead and get right into this bad boy because he's got a video.
Why you kind of
about
left on
10
the screen too? You kind of.
I scooted to my right. That's why I'm left on the screen.
Okay.
I'm
Eric's
camera
matching
left.
you. You guys matching.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
always doing this. Till is matching me. You
There we
never
go.
say I'm matching another man. I take offense to that.
I almost wore a blue hat, so we almost matched.
Yeah, you should have
Although on
changed
the
wife
camera,
beaters,
it doesn't
Eric, so
really-
they don't match yesterday.
I didn't even notice they did.
Yeah. Why would you notice that? Honestly, just thought he was wearing the same shirt. I'm like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
probably wore
No,
it before
Phil, I'm a
bed.
grown man. I have clothes and I do laundry all the time.
Yeah, but sometimes that shirt hanging right off the side of your bed, that's just closer,
No, it's-
That's dirty, filthy people shit. That's like people that wear boxers 2 days in a row.
What
dude.
if I only wore the shirt for like 3 hours?
Dude, it doesn't matter. Dude, it is Florida. If you go outside, you're sweating it.
Yeah, but if I didn't go outside
Lucas,
during those
am I
3 hours?
correct?
Yeah.
I mean, last
you
night
wear
I
your-
walked my dog in a silk robe. It was pretty awesome.
I can understand like wearing a pair of gym shorts for 2 days if you didn't leave the house in Florida. But if you wear
Yeah.
those clothes outside in Florida, you better be fucking washing them the next day.
Anything that's touching your body. Is,
Yet he says never met an Eric or a Chris that wasn't a total douche nozzle.
Yeah, I know. We're fucking awesome. At least I am.
Yeah, I also took a shower before the show because this is probably gonna get a little dirty.
you got to get fresh because we get smelly over here.
Well, he's got a homeless guy beard.
Well, also, I just got off a long day of work. Really, it was 108 today,
Oh,
and I was
goddamn,
like
man.
in and out a lot. So, and the building I work in, it doesn't get very cool. So I was fucking melting all day. So I was like, I need to take a shower.
Dude.
Like it got so bad, I'm starting to get one of those pimples in like the corner of my nose fin.
What?
That were just hurt. Okay, the part of your nostril, the back.
Yeah.
It's called your nose. It's called your fin.
Okay.
It's a nostril fin, right?
How much cocaine are you
Y- y-
doing? Because that's the only time I've had that
None.
hurt in my life.
No, honestly, like it's if I eat too much greasy food for long periods of
That
time,
affects your
I can do that.
nose?
Well, the grease just kind of like works its way
You're-
up
are you
these
s-
like little
Are you
paths.
snorting
the
fried
hell?
chicken? Are you snorting fried chicken?
I mean,
Is
let's
that-
not judge, Eric. Let's not judge. Like,
Dude, Till
I-
takes the fucking skin off of fucking KFC chicken and
Wait,
then
what?
chops it up all nice and fine and starts doing lines of that shit.
Like that episode of South Park, yeah.
that's terrible.
Is that an episode of South Park? I remember
Yeah.
him taking the skin off.
They
I don't remember him snorting it.
they banned KFC from the city, and Eric starts trafficking
Once
KFC
again,
bags.
yeah.
Becomes the mafia of KFC.
Sounds like something Cartman would do.
Dude, you know when I was younger and the first time I found out Cartman's name was Eric, I was like, son of a bitch! They made me the fat kid!
Hold on, before we get started.
There we go.
Black Roots, is that you? What about this one? Oh, there we go. That's
the
nice.
Yellowstone
I like that.
hat.
Howdy, feller.
Howdy, fellers. I'm the sheriff of YouTube.
Dude, he actually, there's a black ranch hand on the show Yellowstone with a beard and everything like that. He fucking looks like
It's funny. See?
Ty White
I still trademark, see?
out here tying white bitches to railroad tracks.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. Well, I could do both. No, that's the wrong one. There we go.
No, cowboy hat. The cowboy hat makes him look chivalrous.
Yeti, now that's a Yosemite Sambo.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so Eric July, Young Rippa, the creator of the RippaVerse, and iSums 1 and 2. I still haven't read 2. 1 is fucking dog shit.
Oh, is this the comic book guy?
Yeah, he's being sued for trademark infringement. Let's let him explain.
Maybe you've heard of this by now, but this is a thing. Good Shepherd is alleging that we have had unauthorized use of their trademark. Don't worry, I have one of the best.
Yeah, the trademark they've had for 23 years, Eric.
Yeah, that's the one that you were like, yeah,
3 years.
This is like a church thing or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a church that existed, and you just stole their fucking acronym or name or some shit.
Yeah. I guess we'll get to it a little bit later, but
Dude,
there's OG ISOM merch.
Let me put it this way. I know you don't know anything about wrestling, but Till, do you know why WWF had to change that?
Yeah, I know the whole thing. Yeah, I know the whole thing. Because the World Wildlife Federation.
Foundation.
Yeah, Foundation,
sued,
Federation, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Sued WWF to change it. It's the same thing.
So we'll get to this a little bit later, but Ricado pointed out that it's different industries, right? But the WWF case set a precedent. Am I wrong?
I would think so. It doesn't matter. You can't take somebody's name or acronym.
I didn't know pandas could sue people.
See, I was stupid. I just thought they replaced Hulk Hogan with a panda.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was like, all right, whatever. Do your thing.
No, pandas don't sue anybody because we pay $1 million a year to China for everyone we have here in a zoo, which is like 30.
Really? That's how much we pay for a panda?
We've been there through this before. I didn't know it, and it freaked me the fuck out. China does not sell countries pandas. They rent them for $1 million a year.
I mean, of course, if you got all the pandas, why wouldn't you just rent them out?
Yes.
And I gotta get on that panda trade.
Yeah, dude, we went through this like I think it like 6 months ago or some shit, and I was freaking out. I was like, $30 million a year? We pay $30 million a year for fucking panda?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And I can
Why would
only
we pay that much?
Imagine how much you pay if one of them die.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's like 50 million.
What's a panda insurance policy look like?
Dude, those Viking panda funerals ain't cheap, man.
No, the panda insurance policy is included in the $1 million rental fee.
Yep.
What if they don't include that?
I would
Though?
be like,
Just
really? I'm renting a panda from you for $1 million a year, and you're gonna tack on insurance too?
Who do I gotta take my insurance policy out from? Saudi Arabia. What?
You're really doing this with no Vaseline, aren't you? I just want my country to be able to see pandas.
Right.
Best legal teams. This is something multi-million-dollar companies deal with all the time. We'll be handling this.
Yeah, and multi-million-dollar companies will just buy the trademarks if they like the name that much.
Yeah.
Are you gonna buy a trademark? Because I guarantee you, the International School of Ministry makes way more a year than you do.
And I bet they have a team. They have multiple teams of 5 lawyers.
Not only do they have lawyers, Eric, they probably get only Christian lawyers that think this is like a mission from God.
Come on, nah.
So not only do you have the conviction of money,
it's a lawyer, Tim. Come on, calm down.
there's still like some that are like that, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Especially if you're like you go to law school and you come work for us.
Hey, Lucas, you work for lawyers? Are they
Christian lawyers.
Yeah, but does he work for lawyers that exclusively work for Christian schools?
They're very nice, wholesome people.
Yeah, sure.
Shut up, Lucas. I'm not talking about like just a lawyer that works for anybody. I'm saying like if this school's big enough, they probably got lawyers that were sent to school by them to be lawyers.
If you're a lawyer,
it's like the mafia, Eric.
Dude, if you're the lawyer that is only planning, like he has one client, all right, that's some shady ass shit, dude. That's some shady.
Unless you're like unless you have a real dude, there are corporations that they have thousands of lawyers that only work for them.
Yes, I know, and it's terrible, and that's why this fucking gentleman will be crushed.
Something like this is like it's like the Christian equivalent to a massive corporation. They're just more smug about it because they think they have God on their side.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've dealt with these fucking people.
Dude.
The Southwestern Assembly of God
you're
University
not
my brother
making
went to
sense
like
now
15 years ago is like almost like a $500 million industry a year.
So you say these people think they have God on their side. What's the majority of lawyers? Very high representation of Jewish people, which are the they think they are the chosen. So you have the chosen people from this side going to the.
You have there's such a thing as like I believe we call them Orthodox Jews that are.
I know there's different kinds of Jews.
Not Orthodox. No, not Orthodox.
Atheist,
there's a term
secular.
for a Jew that
Dude,
there's a term.
Jews are an ethnicity, so that means
they're also a religion. They're an ethnicity and a religion, right?
Know, it's weird.
So there are a group of Jews. It's actually pretty high in America amongst the South that aren't Jewish Jews. They're Christian Jews.
Oh yeah,
wait, what?
Messianic.
Yeah.
Messianic Jews.
It's like I don't know. It's like
about.
I guess liking Empire. Oh, instead of just Star Wars.
No, you read the Old Testament when he says the prophet will come, yada yada yada, and you believe the Old Testament.
Hey,
that's a Messianic Jew.
It's 2023. All you have to do to be a Christian is walk into any non-denominational church or any other church and go, "Oh yes, Jesus saves me." Then you're a Christian. I mean, that's pretty much what it is, right?
I mean, it's that.
If you want to go to hell, that's fine. If you never read the Bible.
It's more also acting in like line with the doctrines of the church, proving yourself as a useful member of the church, things like that. And you
wait a second.
Probably a lot of their lawyers are deacons and like stuff from the churches that started this place, like kids.
Yeah, I know. It's a whole industry.
So that's what I'm saying. If that's the kind of lawyer team they have, not only do you have ones that get paid a shit ton for this stuff, but you also have them that believing that it's a part of their religious calling.
So are you saying the church is grooming church kids to be church lawyers?
Dude, the church grooms their children for like every position in the church.
Sure. Great.
Like you could argue that like my dad like groomed my brother and I to be ministers. Like he took us like on every like a house call, anything he had to do requiring the church, we were a part of.
Well, that was a 1-in-2 success, but
yeah,
I mean,
that was a 50-50 chance.
I mean, it's the same.
I'm still kind of a storyteller, you know?
I mean, it's the same thing. That's a little different though, because like I'm in construction because my father was in construction, and his father before him was in construction. It's like.
So it's the same thing. It's family business.
But where you really lost me was Christian Jews. Like, how can you hold both?
We had a family in our church that was Assemblies of God, like what they call born again Christian Jews.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah.
Doesn't Dave Smith say he's a Christian? I'm pretty sure he said he's Christian.
Dave Smith, I guess you could be considered like a convert.
Yeah.
Just the same way that there's like Christians that convert to Judaism.
You know what's a Christian Jew is a Jew that actually read the Torah, that actually read the Old Testament. And it was it says the Messiah will come.
Coming.
Okay. He came.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on. Can you be a Muslim Jew?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
I think that actually you would be called an Arabic Jew at that point.
Familiar, hear me. You're confused. All right. You can convert to Judaism, but you'll always you'll always be a goyim in the racial sense.
Yeah.
It's just ethnically Jew.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to point out that I never liked July's beard overall, but like
so ratty,
what's going on in the corners of the mouth, dude? I'm sorry. You eating fucking beard, dude.
Exactly, dude.
That's
His
disgusting.
beard eating him mouth first.
Yeah.
All right, let's actually watch some of this video. We haven't got
to no end.
To no end.
All right, let's actually hear what he's talking about.
Inevitably,
I don't know how
my
Samper
detractors
does
are
it.
going to latch onto this as if it's some guy.
Yeah, I can't unsee it now. It looks like it's growing out of his
Inside
lips.
his mouth, yeah.
You can't see the corners of his mouth.
It's
The curling.
he needs to groom better.
The-
How is his wife not fixed this?
Ugh.
Like she has to kiss that. Like tell your man to do some grooming. Looks like the sides of my dick.
Oh, he slipped up.
But what?
Corey, Legion's on Saturdays now. When you say what? But you don't get a lot of like hair around. Tries like to grow up. What? I don't know why I'm talking about the hair on my dick.
Now is the time to be
Yeah,
serious.
that's weird, dude.
Outside of me giving context, most
Stop
of
it.
what I'm about to say isn't even aimed at the people that filed the lawsuit. The internet is an interesting place. We make fun of each other, and we can do that. We can make our gripes known, and we can dislike others. This is something that every individual is free to do. But I'd like to think that there's a line that shouldn't be crossed when it comes to initiating conflict. At minimum, one
quit
should be
being
prepared
gay.
to deal with those.
Draw the line
We
right
can't
there.
help
Oh,
it.
there's a line that shouldn't be crossed of making fun of each other on the internet. Fuck that. There is no line. This is the internet, motherfucker.
The look at their paws screen, man. But hear what he's saying. So he barely covers he just brushes right over the lawsuit, which makes me think he's nervous about it.
See, I'm just going back to St. Patrice O'Neill's thinking. I should be able to make fun of anything that I can make fun of.
God damn right.
St. Patrice.
Oh shit. P. Fletch is right. His beard grows into his nose hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're trying to join from inside his throat.
So weird. And that has nothing to do.
Hey, what's he doing? Is he straightening his hair? Because I'm sorry, man. Black people don't usually have strangly hair like that. I mean, you know, the whole
I don't know. It's pretty thick and wiry. I think he doesn't have the hair for a long beard like that, even though he really wants one.
So
Black people beard
Like,
never.
he should just cut it close. Cut it
So
close.
he's like,
they never go long. They always get skinny at the ends. I see a bunch of.
no, what it is he's using his woman's hair straightener. What is it, like a hair iron or some shit they use?
Yeah, I'd be
And he's
terrified
doing
to use a
that.
hair straightener on a beard. I don't care
Dude,
how long it is.
Dude, especially a black guy's beard, you know it's greasy. Dude, they're naturally more oily, dude. I'm not being racist. They're naturally more oily. I'm sorry. It's science.
Next thing you do is do a Dom Imus and say he's got a nappy beard.
That's not racist, dude. That's not racist at all. They are naturally more
That's
oily.
science.
We know it. We know you have dermatologic experience with black skin, Eric. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been that up close and personal.
Oh,
With black women?
wore them.
Yeah, I've been inside a bunch of them, dude.
Didn't need to hear about that.
I certainly am. This has real-world implications, and because livelihoods are potentially impacted, I must take this seriously as the owner of this company. What we have right now is a textbook example of gay ops. Not too long ago, there was an accusation of false flagging, and I'm going to show you an example of fair use. Let's set the scene. There's more than likely some reference to me before, but a fat person by the name of Vito really ramped up his public hatred
I
of me.
don't know who any
A
of
fat
these
person.
people are.
Fucking Vito.
And also,
Vito,
Vito was
just-
on
yeah.
Tony from Hack the Movies review a couple weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, a
This
fat
is
nerd.
Vito is
No,
Dick Masterson. No, listen. Vito's Dick Masterson's co-host on The Biggest Problem in the Universe.
and a pedophile.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not
Defender,
a fan of Dick
allegedly.
Masterson.
Defender.
Not that
He's definitely defended him, but I don't believe he's a pedophile.
He admitted to masturbating his cat.
That's, that
His
could be
cat
argued
fucker.
that's a medical procedure.
I don't know, man.
Well, at the very least, you could call him a cat fucker. That's accurate.
Did he do it on stream or something?
No, he did it with a Q-tip.
No, did he do it on stream or
No, he just talked about it because he's one of those people
like
that
a goofy story somebody made up for talk radio.
But he's one of those people. Like. He comes off as one of those people that says all the wrong things and can't get his mouth to shut up.
I mean,
and that's one of the reasons why he's kind of funny.
I just think you don't know him before he got on Dick Masterson's show, and when Vito is really a pedo was a meme on every chat. I just think you don't know him before that.
It's still a meme. It's been a meme for like 2 years.
Nope.
I don't give a shit about that.
Well, anyway.
I don't give a shit about any of that. It's fucking nonsense. I don't care. It's
Elisa
what the
Blue
does.
on our side that we accept because he's Dick Masterson's co-host.
He's not on anybody's side. He's a leftard. Like, I'm
just saying why he's okay.
Like he's just no proof that he is any of the things that people throw at him.
So like Dick Masterson has a show.
So you gotta be proven like be caught fucking a kid to be.
Gotta be some sort of proof. I mean, this is a innocent.
He did much more than Elisa Blue
country
in terms of saying shit. I'll just say that he has
like I said, he lets his mouth.
tenfold.
Kyle, don't want to argue about this.
Yes, I know.
I don't like him. I don't give a fuck about him.
There we go.
He's just a character in this. We don't have to argue about someone. This is ridiculous.
Agreed.
All right, let's keep watching.
At the launch of the RippaVerse last year.
Since then, that's at least accurate, Lucas.
Very frequently, this person has made a point to speak negatively about me and this company.
Whoa, what did he say?
I thought he was gonna drop the N-word. I swear to God, for a minute.
It wouldn't be surprising for him. Stevie J says Till is bullying Kyle. Bullshit.
I was bullying a little bit.
Joined in once I publicly rejected the opinions that were
Kyle, you my homie. I don't give a fuck.
Asked as a review of ISOM #1. He ramped up his public down talking. He can word it as if I'm the one tripping at the criticism, but having his opinion be dissected and then be discarded may have hurt his feelings.
I think you discarding it may have hurt your product because your second one, from what I understand, is worse than the first one, and I don't know how you managed to do that. Because that first one was by and far the worst comic book I've ever read. I've read quite a few.
In 2023, who the fuck is still reading comics? And if you are, you're fucking stupid.
A lot of adults. Mostly adults.
Man-childs.
Yeah, a lot of people trying to hold on to their youth. You know?
I can't imagine.
I like the medium.
I can't imagine anything being good written being nowadays. You know.
True.
I can't.
Movies and all that.
You know what's really weird, Eric? A lot of the best comic books from like the last 20 years were written in Europe. Like there's this great French one called The Killer that's like a trilogy. And it's fucking amazing. It's just about this guy that's a sociopath, but he's completely aware of a sociopath. He just loves killing for money.
Is that because there was like, is that Alan Moore guy like English?
He hasn't done anything in a long time. He's English.
He's English, right?
Yeah, he's
so
English.
Is there like a bunch of fucking sycophants over there? They're like, I love Alan Moore. I'm learning how to do a shit like that. I mean, that could be one thing.
There's some of that, yeah.
I mean, you always get, bandwagoners or people that just are diehard fans.
He's a tolerable
industry.
Eric. You know, his ideas at the end of the day is a bunch of gobbledygook, but he's not a modern fucking fag. He's at least makes good stories.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Yep.
Because he literally thinks the process of him writing and someone drawing the shit he wrote and they printing it in a book is literal magic. Which I guess from a very like fanciful perspective, you go, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah,
I guess.
if you don't know how any of this shit works, yes, it is magic to them.
Well, my other perspective is like, if you read comics and like you don't make any kind of like money off of that, and you have time to read comics and not make money off of shit like that, that's why you're poor.
There are a lot of people that spend way too much money on comic books. I mean, in my 20s, I was definitely one of them. I spent way too much money on comic books and Blu-rays and shit like that. But it's people, love the art that they love. And there are a lot of great, even from the mainstream, like, publishing houses like Marvel and DC, there are a lot of great, like, comics out there. Like, they can be as cinematic as a movie without
Well,
having
no,
moving
I've
pictures.
watched the YouTube videos that explain like all the original story arcs from the comics, but I did that while I was working.
Nerd.
Some people, it's one of those things like there's not nearly as many people that like actual books anymore. Like they prefer content like this, but like books still get sold because there are still people who like books. I like reading books. I don't have as much time anymore to read books, but I like reading them.
Okay.
And I like reading comic books.
Okay, we can debate this to no end, but let this moron talk. Otherwise, we're gonna sit here all day.
Since then, I've had several other things, very interesting things that have been levied at me, and we've collected the receipts on those. Can't give you everything.
See, I think this video is where Eric is going to actually get himself in trouble. Because I think if he keeps pushing, Dick Masterson and Vito might have a solid case for a libel lawsuit. A slander lawsuit.
I would prefer
you just real quick, I forgot something. In the beginning, that was shitty. He was bringing all those buzzwords. Oh, gay ops. And what was the other one? I even forgot. Some of the buzzword, gay ops and suppression and whatever. Come on, dude. It's a business
these
lawsuit.
big nerd tubers do. They just fucking create buzzwords and then it's just recycled on everything.
He's always gonna
I get it.
work
You figure
with
out the formula.
Yeah, he knows those words work with the MAGA crowd that gave him all the money.
But this is how the internet works. So talking noise isn't a problem. There are drama farmers out there. They need to conjure up things. Some may consider it to be admirable that they have to talk about me to get the most engagement. But what happened out of this is what you'll take exception to. You may be thinking, why would something like this happen?
God, he's hairy.
Now? We are 2 books
Fucking
in,
spit it out, dude. You've been talking for like 2 minutes. Tell me the reason why we're fucking watching you.
This is a 10-minute long
Holy
video. This is a
shit,
10-minute long
10
video,
minutes?
Eric.
What is he, a woman?
Yeah.
Tell me the end of the story first.
Eric, he gets on Twitter and argues with every single person that has a bad thing to say about his comic book. Of course she's a woman.
Raised by mama.
This may have something to do with it. In this lawsuit, they allege July Rippa's accusations have caused actual confusion. An example of that actual confusion is shown in the following highlighted copy of an unsolicited email from a third party in which the sender specifically mentions the identity of the trademark ISOM and the cross on the hero's belt. They then show this email from some guy named Obtuse Gnome that was apparently...
See, if I didn't know either of these things, if I only knew the group ISOM, the organization ISOM, and saw there was an ISOM comic, I would think they were connected.
Yeah,
and then you open it and find out some of the worst writing, and it's I seem to remember quite a bit of cursing and drug content. It wasn't really drug use, but there's drug content.
No, now that he mentioned the cross, I
would
forgot
see
about
why
it.
a church.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a cross on his costume. I would see why they would take issue with this.
apparently sent to them. In it, a guy claims that he is a journalist by the name of Roy. He concerned trolls pretending like
by the
he is
name
doing a story of our success.
This isn't
it's a fake name. Oh, he's being sued. That's pretty serious. And he's claiming in this video he's going to also sue Dick Masterson and Vito.
You know, old Roy hit me up on the Twitters the other day. Said some nasty things to me.
Acting as if he loves to see this, he states, I would be curious to know when the decision was made to make a comic book character using the same name as the International School of Ministry. Has Mr. July received any funding to aid him in the creation of superhero ISOM? Info on the choice to have ISOM have an image of a cross on his
Till,
belt.
you should
what we can
steal
hope to
this
see.
And then just add OD at the end. International Ministry of Dude.
National School of
Ministry. Kyle
of
here,
Dude.
so technically it's true.
With continuation of ISOM on his journey to rescue.
I've already checked. The trademark for Ministry of Dude is open. Streamlabs.com/Ministry Dude.
Jasmine from prostitution. And if you could, the amazing choice to offer the buyers the option to donate a copy of ISOM number 2. He then says, I thank you so much extending your trademarked name in such a unique way and the creation of a new superhero. It is apparent that this person knew what they were doing. They were attempting to encourage a baseless lawsuit. But look again at the beginning. I
didn't think they were trying to encourage a lawsuit. I think they were just trying to encourage them to call up Eric July and go, hey, why are you using our name? Which they probably did, and I would assume Eric July would tell them to go fuck themselves, and maybe that's why we're at the point of a lawsuit. I have no evidence to back that. That's just me kind of speculating.
Sorry, was that email? Email was sent to whom? For whom? I was reading, but I was
somebody who claimed to be a independent reporter for the Dick Show and Biggest Problem in the
Universe. His name
was
Roy.
Oh, he sent the email to
that's a fake name.
To the organization.
To the school.
He sent the email to the organization, kind of baiting them into looking into that. I got it.
Yeah, yeah. He's apparently also the same guy that looked into the charity donation stuff that Dick and Vito reported on. So, I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy.
This person claims they were journalists for
Doesn't really matter.
News and TPBITU. Those obviously stand for the show of the two individuals, the Dick Show and the Biggest Problem in the Universe. So,
I gotta say, this is pretty good advertisement for Dick Masterson and Vito.
There's actually a connection between the two individuals and this person that sent this email. Well, let's discuss. This person goes by the name Obtuse Gnome in their email. There happened to be a Twitter account under that same exact name that has since been suspended for Lord knows what. This account used to tweet constantly at me and about me, and he only popped up after these two individuals kicked off their hatred of me. Here's an old screenshot from when the account was active. A new account has popped up under a similar name, profile picture, and what do you know? Look who the first three accounts are that this person followed.
What does that prove?
Yeah,
that they
who the
follow
fuck
these
cares about
guys?
some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he follows so and so. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's relevant.
It would be.
I feel like a judge would also like. All right, he follows him. So what?
Dude, it would be weirder if he just followed one person. I was saying that would be. I'd be like, that's some serial killer shit right there.
It'd be hilarious if he just followed Eric July.
Surely it's just a coincidence, right? It gets worse. Back in July, we announced that we would be working with
Eric July.
No, just call him July, please.
He should refer to every month of July as Eric July.
Fuck you.
Young Rippa month.
Organization that is tasked itself
with making all Erics look bad.
In need. As to be expected, these two attempted to delegitimize our efforts and made some very bold accusations that we have receipts on. In this tweet right here, Vito claims we asked the charity if they need more comics. In that tweet, he shows an email from Mark, who is the owner of Comic Books for Kids. Sharing this may have been a critical.
So that's not an accusation, that's a corroborated event.
What was it?
He needs better lawyers. So the charity thing, it boiled down to he gave a bunch of comic books to a charity that deals with giving comic books to kids in hospitals. And they were already overloaded on comic books. What they wanted was money, and Eric just gave them comic books while selling them at $17.50.
Oh, because it was a huge tax write-off.
That sounds like the homeless.
His comic books probably cost like $5 to make.
Dude, that's why that means it's a failure. If he gave away some for charity, that means it's a failure. Like right off the bat, that tells me that's not a good business.
No, he did. The reason why he did it, Eric, well, yeah, because he's not as big of a success as he claims. He does that to bolster his sale numbers, and he makes like $10-15 off each comic book that he sells to give to charity. Which I don't even know if that's legal. I'm not the person to ask on that shit.
Dude.
To sell something?
Dude, the food bank, the food bank where people drop off like canned goods and stuff, they sell that shit.
Yeah, I know you can recoup your the money you put into it. That's what I'm saying. Like his comic books could not cost more than like $7 to make. So say he makes $10 for every $17.50 that he charges someone to give away a free comic book.
So what says the program that he gave these comics to was like, all right, we're gonna buy your comic books for $20, and then
No. He didn't sell it to them. He sold it to his audience. You give me $17.50, I give a free copy of ISOM to this charity.
Eric,
his comic books now cost $17.50 to make.
That's what I'm saying. And then the charity company was like, well, we have to make sure we get our budget next year. So we're going to pay you $25 per comic.
No.
But that wasn't what happened, Eric. Imagine you had a pile of bricks that you got extra and you didn't need to use it. So then you get your clients and you say, hey, you guys want to donate this bricks to charity? You buy me the bricks, you give me $5 per brick.
Oh my God, that's so much worse. That's so much worse. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So much worse.
His audience gives him $17.50. He gives a comic book to this charity.
What kind of nerds would pay for that shit?
The kind that just want to come out and fight with somebody they have no idea who they're doing.
Oh my God. And
Dude,
then he
if
also
I
got
had the
tax
resources,
write-off. Dude,
I would film a video. Eric, a little kid in a wheelchair, and he's like, I want to eat something real bad. And he gets a fucking ISOM comic, and he's like, no, I want to eat food.
And it appears, I can't say this is a direct correlation, but it appears after Dick Masterson and Vito covered it on their show and made a couple of videos about it, that he then wrote the charity a check. What the thing they originally asked for was money, not comics. When this guy contacted the charity, he said, we asked him if he could give us money instead of comics because we're already overstocked on comics. And he still gave them like 5,000 comics or some shit.
What? Okay, so what happened was he was like, oh yeah, I'll do this, but then I'll just give them that people can buy the comics, but then I will just donate the cost. The comic, which was like you were saying, what, a couple bucks?
No, that's not even what he did, though.
No,
that's not even what he did.
And then he didn't have enough money, so he's like, I'll send them comics too.
I don't think he ever intended to send them money.
Eric,
he was doing it to bolster his sales number because he counted those as sales.
Here's what happened. He got to the charity place. He was like, oh, and they were like, no, man, we need money. He was like, too late. Beep, beep.
Yeah,
he's backing up the truck. Too late. Beep, beep.
We got a dono here.
Lord Pepsi executed a lobster with $5.
Well, thank you, Lord
It's like
Pepsi.
it just trying this in internet court. This is why I didn't get a comic to own the loops like many did. Parallel economies become pocketed and cringe.
Indeed, and thank you, good sir. Y'all can be just like our good friend Lord Pepsi by going to streamlabs.com/ministry dude. Buy me a coffee or directly right there on Rumble. We are now a mere $42 from hitting level 3. I think we can hit level 3 tonight. What about y'all?
So his name is Eric July, right? So it's spelled JEWLY.
No,
because that's what it fucking sounds like.
His name is.
Typical error because we were able to obtain the entire email chain. In the original email, you see that Vito tried to block out the name. The original contact is from the same email from a guy by the same name. Yet again, concern trolling, this time acting as if he is
What the fuck is concern trolling?
I understand what he's saying, but like,
I know, but he just making it sound so gay.
It's like I would never make this is like me being in an argument with a general contractor or a contractor or an engineer and me posting the video out loud. Dude, this is like business shit. You don't do that.
No, this would be more like one of your competitors and you get into an argument and you post a whole fucking video about how they got you sued by some other company because they're like this and that.
And that will make you lose all your customers because all your customers are like, I ain't fucking do business with him. If I fucking ever do anything bad to him, he's gonna blast me out on everything. Fuck that.
We got a correction there on Rumble. Thanks on the John. He says the charity guy said they would have preferred money when responding to Dick. The initial agreement between Eric and the charity was for the comics to be given. So they took what they can
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
Is essentially what he's
exactly,
saying. It's good to see you out there, man.
Concern about comic books for kids being scammed. Here's the original email. Without
And that's
the name
how they
being
heated the
blacked
homeless
out,
shelter
you
for
see
the
Mark
next month.
refers to him as George.
Right.
Again, what we have here is Vito
Burning
himself.
copies of ISOM.
They just start chucking them in the furnace.
Dude, I wonder what's gonna happen when all these, because like every time shit like this comes up, you know he's losing like a couple of people each time. Like it's shown in the numbers between his campaigns. He made almost $4 million in the first campaign. I think he's at like 2.3, 2.4 right now, and the campaign's almost over.
All I know
I mean,
about
that's
this,
still a good number.
It's good numbers, but if you made $4 million on your first product and your second product made half that, you'd be like, well, I fucked up somewhere.
all I know about Eric July shit is the drama. I don't
Please
know anything
not
about
stop calling him Eric.
whatever. This motherfucker. All I know about him is this drama. I don't know anything about the story. I don't know anything about the comic. Nobody fucking talks about how good the comic is, the characters, fucking
No,
nothing.
Till told me it sucked, and he read it.
You know,
No,
the guy has
you know
no
the only thing I know about.
superpowers.
I mean, he's strong and can jump,
He's
but
strong
I mean,
and
like
can
I thought
jump. He's not a superhero.
he's also black, so I mean, it lines up.
But that tells me a
Yeah, the
lot.
only thing-
though. That tells me a
He's
lot.
the alpha slave. Is that what you're telling me? He was the biggest
No,
woman
this
bred
is in
to
modern
the
day.
biggest.
There's no slaves, Eric, except for in Dubai and like other places in the world. Just not here. The only thing I know for sure about Eric July is he's gay.
Using the term we, which would suggest he's included with this specific contact. Never mind if this could be interference, just how involved are they in this? Well, here they are on the show referring to contacting comic books for kids.
So we contact.
Holy shit, guys! There's a clip within the clip.
Oh God! Is this why this is the RippaVerse?
No. The RippaVerse was the guy he got. This is one of the reasons why this is so funny, Eric. The RippaVerse was this guy named Riley who is kind of chubby and has hairy shoulders too, and he said he was determined to walk up a hill every day to get fit so he could sneak up on Eric July and shave his shoulders.
What?
That's why it's called the RippaVerse.
All right,
Like you saw how
I
Harry
knew none of that.
It's
just
fucking
thought that was-
hilarious.
I thought
It's pretty funny.
That must just be like something that's stuck in my brain, and I see this guy. I'm like, oh yeah, isn't this the RippaVerse guy?
When I first heard of the RippaVerse, I thought it was just people that were doing clips of Eric July. Like I didn't even look into it at all. But yeah, so he had like a parody line where the RippaVerse hat that Eric July's wearing, the little lightning bolts he made into
this is the one I kept
clippers.
seeing. I think like a bunch of people made a bunch of logos like Sissiverse
yeah,
and
like
all that
Royce
shit.
and Mersh made some, yeah. But so that was like he had like a little merch line for the RippaVerse, right? Making fun of the RippaVerse.
Okay, yeah.
Rippa here, copyright struck him and DMCA'd him so that his Twitter, his store. I'm not sure if it's.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Remind me on the John. It might be his YouTube got struck too.
I'm telling you, look at his birth certificate. His last name is spelled Jewly.
But so it's kind of like karma in a sense that he copyright struck a guy that was doing parody, and now he's getting essentially copyright struck by a company that's going, why are you using our fucking name?
The original contact is from
YouTube's
the same
fine? Okay, I
email
wasn't
from a
sure.
guy
Yeah,
by
that
the
is
same
great.
name. Yet again, concern trolling, this time acting as if he is so concerned about comic books for kids being scammed. Here's the original email. Without the name being blacked out, you see Mark refers to him.
Why'd you put so much
Dude,
emphasis on the word black?
I'm trying to fit the word hypocrisy in with verse because that's what somebody should start trying. Those two words merged together.
Hypocrite nerd?
Hypnoverse.
I know a word, but we can't say it on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that come to mind that I can't say on YouTube.
Here, I'll just I'll let Chang handle it. Thanks, Chang.
Again, what we have here is Vito himself using the term "we," which would suggest he's included with this specific contact. Never.
Yeah, Vito says "we" a lot when he has nothing to do with the people he's referring to.
He's on a fucking podcast or some shit. Some kind of show.
Yeah.
You're gonna take this as legal fucking testimony? What the fuck are you?
Vito's also a fat-mouthed Italian guy that can't shut his face to save his life. It's one of his charms, honestly.
It does work to his advantage.
But he just says shit that gets him into trouble all the time, and because he's a fuck you type person, he just doubles down on it, and it bites him in the ass a lot.
Never mind if this could be
Vito, a word to the, well, equally wise. Never commit to anything. Just go, I don't know. Fucking...
Parents, just how involved are they in this? Well, here they are on the show referring to contacting comic books for kids.
So we contacted that charity. So this is the final email that I got.
So we have a tweet where he uses this email, seemingly pointing to an example.
That was a clip from the episode where they were looking at the charity emails.
So
that was an old episode, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you clipped it so short that I have no idea. Like, I have no idea what he's talking about because he clipped it so short. I don't know.
One might say he clipped it out of context on purpose.
Who does that kind of shit?
That's
women.
Fucking somebody named July, that's for sure.
July. Damn, that makes sense now.
I need one of like the Frank Zappa drops I got, but like with the Israeli flag.
We being
where's
in
Lean and Mean?
contact
He can
with
get on
the
that.
charity, and on video, it looks as if he does something similar. Remember, this is all a concern troll, and one can question if they care about this charity at all. They did down talk them as well.
Comic books. Is there enough backstory for comic books for kids? Okay. Yeah. And at first I thought maybe I shouldn't talk about this because I don't want to fuck up that guy's deal.
Jesus, Eric, we need a fucking cough button.
Yeah, but then I thought, fuck it.
I think you guys heard me when I turned my head.
Yeah, we can. You could try turning your gain down a little bit. That might get rid of the and the burps and stuff. But you'd have to get the mic right up in your face.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Don't worry.
You need to like a fist away from your mouth is the perfect
would a
length
windscreen
distance.
fix that? Or
No. Just gotta put the noise thing level the right place.
We gotta dial in your input. We'll take care of it at the show. Don't worry. All right, listen to what Dick Mash is saying. This is pretty funny. When I saw this too, I was like, I watched the episode.
Down talk them as well.
Comic books. Is there enough backstory for comic books for kids? Okay. Yeah. And at first I thought maybe I shouldn't talk about this because I don't want to fuck up that guy's deal. The comic book charity guys. Sure. Yeah, but then I thought, fuck it.
That's a very Eric thing to say. I thought, fuck it. I mean, that's pretty much what we do on Legion every Saturday. We just go fuck up other guys' things.
I mean, only on like shit that doesn't matter. Come on now.
Well, he's like, I get this information that this guy might be like scamming
once
people.
Again, this is internet bullshit that doesn't matter. So yeah, go hard on that. But I mean, in real life, when like things actually matter.
Well, I mean, depending on
that's not a good. That's not my advice. I'll tell you that right now.
No. He was basically deciding should I be respectful to this other YouTuber or should I be mean, and that's where he went, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very you thing to do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fuck it, dude.
This is a bad charity, first of all. And this is where I said, I probably shouldn't say this kind of stuff because it'll fuck up this guy's deal. But again, it's already happened. Fuck it.
Perhaps screaming false flagger turns a lie into truth or something, or makes one feel justified in their questionable behavior. If you think that this was in response to those nonsensical allegations against me in early August, well, look at the timestamp. The claims that were in reference to the
There wasn't really any allegations. If you actually watch that episode, it's not really allegations. It's more of just asking questions, uncomfortable questions. It's not really an allegation. You can go, he is defrauding people. No, he's just doing. Is he? What? Like, this seems fishy. What's going on here? That was the whole segment.
charity were made a full month before that. These claims could have been an attempt to get myself or the company in trouble with the state, and I didn't initiate that. What does false flagger even mean in this context?
Whoa,
It means
he
you
said that
suspend
with a hard
people.
R.
Mm-hmm. It means you're suspending people for nothing, for not breaking any laws or terms of service.
Here we see one of them saying, I am on a false flagging spree because this account that was suspended, but the suspended account doxed one of our warehouse addresses and a person.
Public knowledge.
Yeah,
that's
what the
fucking
fuck are
public
you
knowledge,
talking
man.
about, dude? Anybody can look that
Yeah.
shit up on Zillow.
Personal home address. Apparently, that is false flagging. Could it be that someone is working overtime to attempt to ruin my life and what I've built? I mean, this was said in that video.
I'm an asshole for fun. I like it. If I can say I'm doing it for kids, it's just
I'm starting to
socially
like this guy, Dick.
acceptable.
I'm starting to like this guy, Dick.
I told you would like him. I told you you'd like him. Y'all are a lot alike, weirdly.
I'm Dick and you're Vito.
God damn it.
Damn.
No,
Just call you
I'm not
Vito.
Vito.
Dude, hold up.
Yeah, just call me a faggot and get it over with.
Eric, you're not aware of Dick Masterson?
I'm not.
He's met Dick Masterson.
I've met him one time. The only thing I said to him is I said, your eyes are really far apart, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, and if you look, it's not
He's
even
probably
that
heard
far
that a lot.
apart. If you look at the girl doing the fucking Snow White or whatever.
Dude, it was funny because, like, all right, when I went to the Tampa Bay Brewing Company to, like, meet up with the Tampa Road Rage, it was the night before. And, like, there was a bunch of weird looking nerds there. So,
yeah, you told me this.
so I just ate my fucking hot wings. And then
Yeah,
I
but
went
Eric,
out to the
in their defense, you think everyone's a
No,
weird looking
this is
nerd.
Everyone is
before-
a weird looking nerd.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, they all had like black shirt. Dude, they were like all emo dressed. Every single one of them. And fucking like I had just ate my hot wings because I got there a little early because I knew I wanted to eat. And I go out there and like there's the bar outside. And all these weird people start showing up and shit. And I'm just like on the other side of the bar. And one nerd comes up to me, like all black shirt with some kind of fucking stupid, I want to say like Invader Zim t-shirt or something.
I didn't know they made those still.
And he was like, man, are you here for the meetup? And I was like, yeah. He's like, because you know, we're all over there and you kind of seem like you want to be
Yeah, but imagine that's how you're at in anywhere public.
Well, no, once fucking Mike, Ryan Long, and Danny Polachek showed up, dude, it was cool hanging out with them. So I was sitting there drinking with them and making fun of those dude. Ryan Long had like a leather jacket on with a bunch of zippers. I was like, oh yeah, I know. You like to dress like Corey Feldman and dream a little dream. That's cool, you know.
Way for me to act like a psychopath.
Yeah.
See? So this is a big opportunity for me to be cruel to people.
I think it's really important that
It's called motivation.
How
Dude,
expensive
this, I'm liking this guy so much more.
Dude, it's been so long since I've listened to Dick. Oh fuck, man, I miss how funny that guy is. Fuck.
Oh, and actually, that same weird person that came up to the bar, they're like, "Are you here to see Dick Matheson?" I was like, "No, I was here to see the ROTC guys." And he showed me a picture of Dick Matheson. I was like, "Man, his eyes are really far apart." And he was like, "Well, you wouldn't say that to him if you meet him." I was like,
I'm
"Oh,
gonna say
yeah?"
it right now.
You want to bet? Later on the John.
This is going to be, that's the golden question. So now the rules for the playing field have been set, and I'm the responding agency. Parties have shown that they have no problem either using the state against us themselves or running op campaigns to maybe push someone else to do it for them. This impacts not only myself, but the dozens of other employees and contractors that work for our company. Now, we sniffed this out a long time ago, but if we didn't, the ramifications could be very serious. We're talking things that destroy livelihoods and imprison people. Now,
I mean, it kind of sounds like you want to get your livelihood destroyed because you're throwing a lot of slanderous accusations at these people.
All right, dude. If this was real, you wouldn't be putting videos out that explain your game plan.
That's the only thing he knows how to do, Eric.
Nah, he can't.
Yeah, it is.
If he has made millions of dollars, he knows enough to have a lawyer advise him.
Eric, you would think so. He didn't even bother to Google his character's name.
Do you know how many times like clients just go and do the exact opposite fucking thing the council tells them to do?
Oh yeah,
That
but those
too.
are ignorant people.
Well,
now I
case in
see.
point.
I see what you're saying.
Ignorant people.
Now, of course, there are some people hoping like hell that something like that would happen to myself as they start from hating me and then work backwards. But this is a step above just simple internet trolling or jokes. No longer am I playing around.
No, this is a company suing you for using your trademark.
Yeah,
You
for
fucking
real.
moron. He does not seem like he's taking any of this very seriously.
You wanted them big dollars, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Well, now you got the big problems.
Like, what was it, Biggie?
Mhm.
More money, more
problems?
more problems. Saint Biggie. More money, more problems.
Now, say he didn't make $4 million, okay? Say he made 50,000, okay? All right? Say he was just a smaller guy, made 50,000. Do you think the company would have come after him then?
Yes.
For making that little?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like at that point they'd have been like,
No,
there's no way to make any money off of
it
this.
wouldn't matter because
Mhm.
like before, didn't you say somebody sent this to that company and said, "Hey, you might want to look into
Yeah.
this"? Oh yes, they would immediately do that.
They might send him like a cease and desist, but they like seemingly immediately slapped him with a lawsuit. Like, we don't know if they actually contacted him. I assume they did, and that he probably told them to fuck off.
I'm pretty sure that's like, Lucas, wouldn't you have to send a cease and desist and then file a lawsuit after that or some shit like that?
Yeah, it's a notice of intent.
Yeah.
So he already knew this was going to happen and did nothing to try to alter it.
That's exactly what happened.
I don't know. This could, like, I don't know how this is going to turn out, to be honest.
I'm thinking of it.
It could go in his favor.
I'm thinking of it as the same line as an eviction. Like, you can't just go to it with the laws in place. You can't just go to a property you own that you've been letting people rent and they didn't pay the rent. You can't just say, "Get the fuck out of my house right now." You have to have to put a letter of eviction, and then 30 days later, then you can start the process. At least that's how in Florida, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Again, receipts have been collected, so deleting your post videos and such won't do you any good. Just understand that we will.
They didn't do anything wrong. Why would they?
Accordingly. It's what you want.
So now he's saying he's going to sue Dick Masterson and Vito for what do they call it? Torturous interference.
Huh?
He's saying he's going to sue Dick Masterson and Vito for interfering with his business.
I don't think you can do that. Interfering in your
You can. Yeah, but
how?
Here, I got another clip.
Doesn't make any
Hold on, I
sense.
got another clip. Well, he's saying that like all the shit he's been saying is interfering in his company.
Dude, that would be like if I sued a supplier because they didn't
Third
have
one.
the
Another suit.
supplies to deliver to my job.
So that's why Ray
Mhm.
doesn't show up anymore. He's doing Ricada.
So Ricada covered the lawsuit last night on his stream. Yo, what up, Days? And let's hear some of the things he has
How
to
many
say.
bottles did
They
he
seek
shove in his
injunctive
ass?
relief damages and attorney's fees. So beginning in or around 1999, continuing since that time, Good Shepherd created and operates ISOM, an abbreviation for Good Shepherd's International School of Ministry. Good Shepherd
Sorry,
operates
it's
other ministries
so
as well,
hard
such as
to
Women of the
listen
World
to
and
this
Youth.
guy since I know that he likes other people bang his wife at swingers
Meh.
clubs. Fuck.
I don't really care. It doesn't really like. Does that affect his ability to be a lawyer?
No, but it means he's submissive, and I don't want a submissive lawyer. I want a lawyer that's fucking gonna go after it and make the judge suck his dick. That's the type of
don't
fucking
hire
lawyer
him.
I want.
Then don't hire him. Doesn't mean he doesn't have like good opinions on actual legal stuff. Just means don't hire him because that's the kind of lawyer you want. I would want a conniving bastard.
Yes, exactly.
Bites. Wow, did they sue World of Warcraft and Youth Bites? But by
No,
far,
because
Women of the world.
They wouldn't sue World of Warcraft because World of Warcraft is not called WoW. That's just the acronym the fans decided to call it.
Yeah, it's not like the company has put out advertisements as
Wow,
whatever that
yeah, that's what the
slogan is.
people shouting at you. But I'm calling every nerd that plays WoW. Are you playing World of Women? You fucking
World of
fag.
that's what it's turning
yeah.
now. That's what it's turning into now.
No, and let me
They're making everything women and gay.
I was doing some research, and I bet it's the same thing that Eric did. First thing he did was like, "Oh, I bet you it's one of those big woke church organizations," and that's what I was thinking too, because most of the big organizations have been
They're a
captured.
pretty big school. They're in 150 countries.
Yeah, no, I was looking at their
pretty big-
website. I was
it's
looking
pretty-
at their statements, their mission, trying to find if I see the buzzwords. Diversity.
You know what
yada,
else
yada.
I found on their website?
Not a lot of that.
Some OG ISOM merch.
Dude, that looks
I
like
kinda wanted-
Scientology. It so looks like Scientology.
Heaven's Gate.
No,
Heaven's Gate.
if,
Yeah.
It's Heaven's Gate.
no, if you've ever been in any kind of church organization, that globe thing is so commonly used, and usually it has like a cross behind it or something. I kind of want an ISOM hat.
Do it. Trucker hat. I respect him more.
I don't even
Yes,
wear
and
these
you
kinds of
have to
hats.
leave the sticker on it. They have a flat
Yes.
brim with a sticker on it. Yes.
Flat. Don't curl it.
You need that.
It's for their urban
Use
youth
it
out.
flat.
I want to get the shirt and hat just to take a picture on Twitter and like tag Eric July and be like, "Yo, I got the latest ISOM gear."
All right. All right. Just pause for a second. What other fucking thing could you be advertising for? In the picture, you have the sticker on the brim. There's no other target of. Kyle, am I wrong saying this? They're
Out of
clearly
stock,
fucking-
dude.
God, they're out of stock, dude. Black people are buying this shit up.
No, you know what I bet? I bet all the fucking Eric July
Dude,
haters.
look at that. It
Yeah.
has the sticker
Dick
on
Mars
it.
or someone's gonna buy a bunch of this.
Yeah, dude. Here's a good one. I want to get an ISOM mug.
Wait.
Why is that
go-
ass pink?
Wait a second.
So it stands out on the white.
Back up. I think I just noticed something about the hat still. Please go back to the hat.
Or an ISOM beanie. Out of stock also.
But yeah, go to the hats. All right. So why do not that one so I can see all three of them? All right. So why do the one with the regular brims don't have the sticker on it, but the flat one does?
You know why.
Eric, you know exactly
I think we all know why.
Yeah.
That's so devious, dude.
No, they're catering to their
They don't
buyers.
even have the hat brims that are curved. Don't even come with us.
You know they like shiny things.
International School
This is
Ministry.
so terrible. This is so terrible.
I gotta at least get me a coffee mug. Be like, got the latest ISOM coffee mug. Or this would be the best shirt to get because it looks the closest.
I so want you to get the flat brim with the sticker.
Gotta wait till it gets back in stock. All right, back to this.
Yeah, there you go. But by far, its main outreach and public persona is based on its trademark ISOM. In that regard, and upon information belief, around 90% of their activities are carried out under its trademark ISOM. In addition, consumers make out their checks and other payments to ISOM. In fact, Good Shepherd does not even appear on the covers of many of Good Shepherd's publications and products, and this is where I think they're going to be hinging a lot of their stuff. They publish stuff. Like they're a publisher of something. So they make some sort of printed material.
Damn, so they're a legit.
I'm willing to accept
accept.
Yeah, that's where I think they have the most problem. Like if it was something else, maybe you wouldn't have as many problems.
I'm not going to read
but they're a
specifics of-
publisher. Like there are other companies that have the names of his two next side character spinoffs. Yaira and Alpha Core both probably have registered trademarks as well.
Holy shit!
But they're like Yaira's a clothing company.
They're never gonna let that go.
Yaira could probably get away with suing him because it's a clothing company. He's gonna make Yaira merchandise. Boom, there you go. Alpha Core though, there's like a wealth company, so like a hedge firm management company.
Oh my
I think.
god! That sounds like
And,
such a losing fucking thing. Oh yeah, I picked the same name as a hedge fund
I'm just gonna
company.
Google Alpha Core again.
Hey, guys, you want to buy my new comic? It's called BlackRock. And the villain is Vanguard.
And then he has a sidekick called, what is it, like Stateside or some shit?
There's Alpha Core Inc., which is a
George Soros is the
high
main
performance microelectronics. There's Alpha Core Wealth.com.
Yeah. Look at these people. They'll sue your ass off. Just a bunch of stock pictures.
This company was founded in 2012, 10 years before RippaVerse.
Oh, I remember what I was going to ask too. Dude, since you read the comics, what does ISOM mean for Eric, for
No
his
idea.
comics? It's a stupid name. It's a bad name.
Never explains it. It is a bad name. They never once explains what any of this is about.
He doesn't even have a good reason.
So is what you're saying is we need an entirely new alphabet to avoid any sort of like civil penalties based on like basic legal bullshit?
I would say you call your comic book something else. Like the character name would be fine, but the fact that he's calling the books these things.
No, but do
right?
do we have to name all superheroes based off of like passwords with like, you know, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, fucking
it's like you just need to be more creative with your naming of things. Like if he didn't call the book ISOM but called it like The Adventures of Avery Silman or whatever, they wouldn't have a lawsuit because his superhero name's ISOM. It's not the name of a book. It's not plastered on a cover somewhere.
Dude, it's a shit name, and it means it doesn't
It is
mean
a shit
anything.
name.
He's so stupid. He might as well
And
call
publishing-
it. If he called it like John American, The Adventures of John America, that would be better.
It says it stands for I suck off men.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Okay, so Kurt, we've got the gist of this lawsuit. We've seen their evidence and their arguments. Walk us through it. Help me out here.
So the personal jurisdiction is the first thing. It seems a little weak that they have jurisdiction here because I don't know what activities are sufficient to create the sufficient minimum
So
contacts
Kyle
in
Gass is a
California.
lawyer?
So I'd definitely be fighting
guess
this on
so.
jurisdiction. And then the other thing is like there's just no confusion between these two things.
Yeah, it
These are
doesn't look
two
like
completely different.
And I heard he has
Two-
no
two
case.
completely different.
He's gonna
things.
lose his money.
These are
Right.
two completely different things. You're a ministry. We're offering a comic book. These are two different stylizations. You don't own the rights to the
Love Philip
cross.
Seymour Hoffman.
You understand, right? Mock them about that for a while. That'd be fun.
I don't think it's about the rights to the cross. It's about the image it's portraying on the comic, and someone who doesn't know Rippa or really know much about the International School of Ministry, but had heard of it, would immediately think that they're connected. It's like, oh, they made a comic book. That's
No.
cool. Reach out to kids and stuff, and then they read it and go, "What the fuck is
No,
this?"
it's exactly what you said before. It's some fucking idiot that made something without even Googling the name fucking first and realizing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's where I think they have a case. Is someone who doesn't know anything about Rippa could mistake that for a Christian comic produced by the International School of Ministry.
You know, it's like,
and it would be damaging to their brand because it's so shit.
It's like when you go to apply for a business license, if you tell them a name, like if I want to be South Florida Concrete, I guarantee that fucking name already exists. There's no way I could open a company in the name of South Florida Concrete.
There's in English, there's in Spanish, there's in...
El Concreto de Azul.
But yeah, so
I don't know why I said the concrete of the sun. I don't even think concreto is Spanish for concrete.
Yes,
it is. It's just not pronounced the way you did, but it's the same.
Yeah.
Concreto.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, I know. I work with a bunch of fucking Spanish people.
I just made that up. That's how silly
Dude,
Spanish is.
concreto
You just
is
make up the
so
words.
dude.
Concreto.
Dude, all right, so you know, like, anybody here knows what, like, you know, it's not a drill, it's a impact wrench. You know, the electrical impact wrench.
It bumps it. Yeah.
Do you know what they call them? Impacto
wrenchos.
Impacto, exactly.
Look, you guys use the Latin words. I don't know what's so funny. You guys using Latin words. Impacto is the word. The word.
You know what? You know what you call it though in Spanish if you get a little bit of ranch on it? Impacto ranchero.
Now, like the only tool. The only tool. Oh shit! This tool I didn't even realize it because Mateo is Spanish for hammer. Because I've had to say that a bunch of times, and I thought it was like, oh, that's the only one that doesn't have an O at the end of it. Yes, Mateo.
Yeah, it's
You know what I found really funny? You know what I found really funny in Spanish a lot of times? There are like long phrases that are in English that's like a short word in Spanish, and then vice versa.
Yes.
Like you just say like the king's house, it'd be El Caso del Rey or some bullshit. It's like that's 4 words for 2. And then we'll have a phrase that's like 3 or 4 words and they have 1 word for it. Like, all right, I see what you did there.
Yeah, but they also
Spanish.
have 2 words
Kinda
for
cool.
for female and what, like the whole language is genderized. Like they do have a bunch of extra words.
Everything is.
That's why they don't give a fuck about that binary
if it has
bullshit.
an O, it's male. It has an A, it's female. Stuff like that. The hard thing about English, actually, is that it's too simple. So you guys, if you think about it, you use the same word for a lot of things in different contexts.
So it's hard to understand when it's like you're using this word, but that word means 5 different things. Like the word deer.
Yeah. Anytime too.
This shit's just exhausting, to be honest.
Yeah,
dude, so
it's a weak case.
I'm sorry,
it's
so boring.
It's weak, and I wonder why they filed it, and if they tried to reach any sort of accord.
I'm not a lawyer, and this guy I think is, or at least was. I think like I don't think it's as weak a case as he's like making it out to be. Like I think there's actual one precedent sent by the WWF trial or whatever judgment, and like other things that like Instant Ace pointed out in the chat. There's tons of religious iconography and imagery in the 2nd and 1st book, and it's like that also kind of lends credence to like it's almost like they're trying to make it seem like it's a part of their universe
not
or
like
whatever.
They have an agenda to get more views so they get more ad revenue or anything. It's not like they have that, and that's why they're taking the adverse opinion of it. Yeah, you know, it's not like
Well, I mean,
not like the
I think
same
it could
thing I
be
do all
partially
the
that.
fucking time.
It could be partially like that, but I think it's also partially that they are afraid this like secular comic book is going to damage their Christian brand.
Oh, well.
Dude, that's
yeah, it's a hard one.
I think it's
their Christian shit is pretty weak if Eric July is gonna damage their Christian brand.
Well, it's you get confusion with the brands, and then people start associating this for that.
Yeah.
Yeti sent us
Yeah,
something.
your shit's pretty weak at that point.
I mean, low as fuck.
I need to save that, Yeti, and I'm gonna save that real quick and make that into a drop.
Oh yeah.
Just like a woman.
What I was
I
gonna
need one of those
say. Oh yeah,
shirts.
like have you? Well, you guys know the band UFO,
No.
Mm-hmm.
right? It's
I've
a
seen
band
this guy
named
a couple
UFO,
times.
and it's weird. Maybe you do a comic book named UFO. I don't know. Yeah, but ISOM is such ISOM is not a common one like UFO.
UFO's also such a common word in the lexicon that it's like that would be
Dude,
hard
I
to.
guarantee the government owns the trademark to UFO.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
Before filing this, did they just go straight to filing, and if so, why?
Maybe. And some people like that's the way they do things. It might
You know, Eric, you know what really bothers me about Ricada?
The small,
He wears
stupid
one of those
fucking room he's in, and he's an
No, that's obviously a
ex-lawyer that
study.
makes millions of dollars, not even practicing
No.
law anymore.
Nah, that's the little room his wife gives him to fuck around on the internet.
Well, she gets railed.
Paints his little
Mhm.
miniatures.
The rubber ring, those are meant for like construction
Yes,
workers and people that
exactly,
might.
yes.
It's so weird.
No, if you know anything about design or advertising, you know that green is the dead color. Nothing is green. You won't see any big brand being green. Green doesn't sell. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just that nothing is green.
Why are we talking about green?
Forgot. Just had that to say.
As a construction guy, yes, I've seen those rings around many, many fucking times. But
yeah, that makes sense there.
But at my age and my status, God forbid I get married, I would at least have a fucking gold ring.
Just get tattooed.
No, I'm not a faggot. Sorry, God, we're on YouTube. Sorry, it was natural. I couldn't help
one.
There's a foul.
their counsel.
No rings.
I don't know if they have a history of defending this mark. So one of the things I want to clear up for people is there's a likelihood of causing confusion, and then there's what you said, which is the more precise analysis, which is the reasonably prudent person likelihood of confusion. And so you can say stuff like I can easily say, well, yeah, you know,
but what person in this day and age is reasonably prudent? Have you met people?
None of us. Have you seen the internet? Have you seen the fucking
right? Have you
YouTube? What the fuck, man? No, none of us are.
Dude, we're out here licking buttholes. Why are you trying to
Somebody
be
clip
prudent?
that. Somebody clip that.
Reasonably prudent is a
low.
standard of the court. It's-
You're like 10 times lower than when you join like your voice. It's really low. Anyway.
Crossing the belt, someone might look at that and go, "Oh, this is a religious thing." I know there's that
We
religious
don't,
school.
we don't lowest common denominator of this. There's
Right.
always going to be a moron. It
Yeah.
has to be the reasonably
Yeah, nearly the whole planet now.
prudent consumer. The normal consumer in ordinary trade, would they be confused?
Right. So
So-
this is effectively a nothing lawsuit. I think.
Insnace brings up a good point too. For the most part, non-denominational Christians and like very conservative Christians, like the evangelicals and stuff, do not associate with each other. They do not like each other. The evangelicals consider like non-denominationals essentially Baptist. Like, where they're like they're not really Christians. That's why like a lot of Pentecostals consider Baptists like, I mean, they're cool and all, but like
I don't know.
they don't believe you can
I was
backslide.
always brought to a non-denominational church.
You see those a lot in
That's what you're
cities.
gonna have.
I don't think Eric's in any real danger of infringement. But what Eric is in
Shut
danger,
up about calling
and this is just the annoying.
He's infringing all the time.
I don't think he's gonna listen to you, Eric.
You're not my lawyer. I didn't ask for advice.
thing about this is the punishment
coming after
of
you,
the
bro.
process itself.
He's being
This
paid by
is
the
a
hour,
waste
you know.
of time, a waste of money caused by someone who's trolling this ministry. And what he was probably doing, again, if I had to guess, My speculation is, I know everyone wants this to be a nefarious thing because internet drama is what most people want injected into their anuses every single day. But
unlike bottles of whiskey, Mr. Ricada.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta just swallow a bottle of whiskey with your asshole.
Wait a second. It's not.
I've listened to
only
Dick Show for a
rubber
long
ring,
time.
It's like baby blue.
I think it's turquoise is what you're.
Oh, you guys were talking about his green ring. I'm sorry. That's why it was so weird. I thought it was like the whole green overlays kind of weak.
No.
I get it.
wearing
I get it.
A turquoise ring
That's good.
right there.
His wife was like, "Oh, let's get it green. So cool.
God,
Let's
that
be
means
different."
Oh, you know he picked it
He's
out.
a bottom, dude. That's what that means.
That's why he drinks his ass off.
Turquoise? Like black is what I've seen for construction workers and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I ever like got a chance to talk to him, that'd be like the first thing. I was like, "What's up with the rubber ring? You doing a lot of construction work? You afraid to get degloved?"
Yeah, no, he's green screening his ring off.
No, it's because
And the biggest problem before
the rubber sticks to his finger when he has it in a man's asshole.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give a real reason.
the split with him and Maddox, and a big feature of the show is emails, voicemails, and stuff that is fan created things that they send in. I don't know if this guy's actually trying to cause a lawsuit, but if he sends an email to this thing and sends it onto the show, they're gonna read it. And it's got memes in there. Like they're referring to specific criticism that Dick used in his review of the product. The cross thing is one of those things that people are like, that's a, straight from Dick's, analysis or whatever. Yeah. The $17.50 charity thing, mentioning Glenn Beck in the Blaze. Like the idea is to create a thing for an audience in the know to laugh at. And now it's gone too far. And I think that that's a really shitty thing to do. This is the same shit I've criticized Vito for, which is also why I'm not willing to let him off the
It's
hook.
all just so
I've never
gay,
seen Dick do
isn't it?
anything like
It always is.
It's
Here's the last clip.
gay.
We'll move on. We got like a half hour to do some other shit.
I'm going to pretend that he's this stupid because I always assume people are being stupid instead of evil because, there's just no limit to how dumb people can be. So I'll assume he's this stupid and actually
I
thinks
keep
this.
liking
but
this
then he's
guy
got all of his
more and
friends
more.
on.
Eric, you're
You know,
basically
the
the
same
Dick
thing.
Balderson.
And I
This corner.
Dick Balderson.
Fuck this guy.
I don't think they're either. I don't think they're either stupid or liars. I think they're just saying it because all of these comic books
Thanks,
fucks
Ed.
all feel the need to compulsively defend each other, to have access to each other's audience of pay pigs. And you can see it now. You can see all the same guys spreading this preposterous lie or absurdity that Vito and I tricked this trademark law firm into suing Eric July. You can see them repeating it and parroting it like a little tribe. It's fucking retarded. It's absolutely fucking retarded. The fans who are doing it, I get because they're like the ones who are doing it are just dumber than dirt, and that's fine. They're just shit posting online. Who gives a shit?
I have talked to many of these fans on Twitter, and I can confirm they are
saw
indeed
them
dumber
in
than dirt.
Person. They're fucking plebs.
No, not his fans. Not his
Oh.
fans. He's talking about Eric July's fans.
Oh, I'm talking about.
They're
their-
also
his
weirdos.
fans. Yeah.
Dick's cool, but his fans are weirdos. Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, when everybody shows up in a black shirt, dude, I was wearing like blue jeans, nice dress shoes, fucking button down, light blue collared shirt, and then all these motherfuckers show up in fucking black hoodies and all these weird anime fucking shirts. I was like, wow, really? That's what's showing up here?
Okay, so
I want to go. I want to go to somebody else's meetup
wait.
and like have like a couple friends come and like dress. We all dress in like black suits, right? And then like just at different times, just stand very still around the building. And at different times, just put your hand up to your ear and go. Look around.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Dude, that's probably the only
Curie.
reason why I was allowed to go around and hang out with those guys at the different bars, because I was the only one dressed normal.
Were you gonna say familiar human?
Oh, I was just gonna say Eric was the only one dressed normal, and everyone else was dressed like a retard.
Yeah.
He
Well, I
stuck out
mean,
like a sore fucking thumb. man.
Internet people,
Yeah.
you know,
Am I
they're
being
willing to spend that much to travel across the country to see Dick Masterson. I'm
Yeah,
assuming they're not
yeah.
totally normal.
No, they ain't.
Yeah,
they ain't right.
Anyway. Am I tripping? That
people who are
familiar is
actually
low as
streamer-
fuck? I can barely hear him.
Yeah,
And
I
he
had to
wasn't
bump
low
him up on
before.
my end a
I
bunch.
might raise him, but he wasn't low when he joined.
Is that better? Is
Yeah.
that better?
Nope.
A little louder.
Anyway,
It's all I got.
I just wanted to get it across.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Accepting this lie and promoting this lie that Vito and I are gay opping a established trademark company over what is clearly a valid trademark claim is despicable because it's so fucking dumb and craven. Whatever. Below is a screenshot of their posting. Here we go. There it is. I saw a.
All right, let's listen to that clip. All right, let's call it.
So
a
does he
evening
wear
on the ice on
bracelets?
shit.
Was he wearing bracelet?
I think he had a rubber
Yeah.
band around his wrist. All right, let's do some fun shit. Where is? Oh, I know. I don't have Trump's arrest, but I have something else.
I'm here to support President Trump. You want to know why I'm here to support President Trump? Because they done did black men like this for decades. Make up charges and put them, so I know Trump is innocent. I support Trump against this corrupt, two-tier justice system. That's why I'm here to show my support as a black man for Trump. And I'm wearing my shirt, Niggas for Trump 2024, and I mean that.
Why do I buy them, sir?
Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's going around the country. You know,
Yo.
Fannie Willis.
I want
She's
one so
she went to school with my
Yo.
sister. She's
Dude,
I'm smuggling them if I have to.
this makes me think shit might pop off when the election comes out. When you got people wearing N-word shirts for Trump. And they're N-words, obviously, me saying it himself. But these people are like, all right, no, we're balling out now. So this is going to be NLM of 2024 instead of BLM. NLM.
Yeah.
And they're going to storm the Capitol, and the government won't do anything because this is NLM. You can't do anything against NLM.
Right?
shit. So she's a puppet for the white liberal that is controlling everything. She's in front, but the white liberal back there pulling those strings, telling her what to do. That's what I think about her, making a fool of herself.
Do you think it's going to help his election?
Of course it is. It's going to elevate him all the way. I think we should make Trump king. That's how I feel. We should make him king.
Calm
slow
down
down there.
I mean, you did just call that other black woman house N-word. And then now you're talking about making people kings and shit.
Eric, they're fast. They run fast, so he speed run through Beanbase. He reached the end credits.
Nobody should be kings.
Nah, that's nowhere near communist. Now, we just going to make him king, but we still got our freedoms and rights and everything. He for that. Yeah, Trump for king 2024.
That's actually my URL. I own that URL.
You own that URL?
That's my URL. Trump for king.
Bokang.
I had another one. God, I can't find it now. It was of a gay black dude going, if he gets convicted, I'm definitely voting for him.
Yeah, I saw that video. Serious question. Which of you would seriously wear that shirt in public?
No, I wouldn't
definitely.
wear that
I
shit.
would.
Holy fuck.
Nobody knows what it means. Something for Trump.
you live in Brazil because this is the what is it? The international, goddamn,
The ministry, international ministry
House of Pancakes.
of dude.
I'm gonna make one of these for Bolsonaro.
They just for Bolsonaro.
Yeah.
It's in prep.
Damn, I
too.
still can't find it.
It's
Yeah,
in
your name-
Really? Oh, my
Oh,
name is
sweet.
Niggas for Trump 2024.
I can't
Derek
write that.
Gibson, a former,
Oh, thank you.
former
That's my
candidate.
important.
Whoa,
I'm
I
a former
understand.
candidate
He
for
was
New
saying
York State
that's his
Governor,
name.
Derek Gibson.
She asked him his
I
name,
guess.
and that's what he said. Fucking based, dude.
No based.
Fucking based.
All right, check this one out.
I don't mean no harm, and I don't give a damn who this
Thanks, Lucas.
offends. But if that nigga Trump get convicted of this crime and he can still run for president, I'm voting for his ass. I'm voting for that nigga. I'm voting for him. If that nigga gets convicted and he can still run for president, just to see what the fuck he do, cause that nigga funny now. Trump is funny as hell. I'm voting for him.
He's got his hair pinned back.
Trump's always been pretty funny, so I mean, what?
Yeah, he's been funny this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Hey, Professor
okay?
Grass.
So just miss me with it.
Dude, the clip of Trump
America
saying,
great
like, when they asked him, "Well, you've been calling women ugly," and but then he's like, "Only Rosie O'Donnell." That's iconic.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Again.
That dude gayer than Christmas.
No, Hotep Jesus had him on phone call. That dude is legit as fuck, man.
Did you guys see?
He sounds hilarious.
All right, do you know that they put up? I think it was like that Benny Johnson guy that put up like a montage of a Trump video on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw
Dude,
that. I saw that.
dude,
Yeah.
that makes me
It's
want.
so gay.
Dude, that makes me want to vote for him more. For real.
The gay Superman one?
No. This is Benny Johnson, Trump's new campaign commercial or whatever.
Manager.
See.
Dude, it's just like it's a bunch of like late 80s and 90s clips of commercials with Trump and a bunch of hot women. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah. We've been a little
Where is
jaded
the
with
one?
Trump, but if you think about it, yeah, there's people are like, oh, Trump, and we already know what's there, but eventually they also gonna be like, oh, he's kind of full of shit, and look for the guy who's actually holding up to those standards and whatever, you know?
Yeah, but by then it's too late.
Well, better than nothing. It's already something to bring a bunch of black people who were like on the other side completely of the.
This is what I was talking about, Eric.
I want to thank you for being here. We did nothing wrong at all, and we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest, that we think it's very dishonest. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much.
This is so fucking cringe.
Yeah.
His face is in the clouds.
What the fuck? This is peak boomer.
So when
bullshit.
you think about it, there is great
Yeah.
significance to the passage of time.
It's not even funny. What's the meme? Where's the punchline? Oh, okay, I'll buy the phone. I don't know.
Have you not seen Superman, Kyle? This is so fucking cringe.
Yeah. Still waiting for the punchline. No, I thought it was a meme. I don't know.
And we will make America great again. God bless you. I love you.
I got chills. I got
fuck
chills.
that
man.
shit.
This is
The
what
CIA
I got
making
douche chills.
the CIA making his ads.
Dude, this is a clip or I guess it's like a montage of all the times between the late 80s and the 90s Trump showed up in commercials and shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to fucking find it. And then they put it out and they were like, yeah, this is Trump's new campaign video. And then they were like, yeah, that's fake, but I mean it looks awesome to me.
Well, if you find it, send it to me.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Let's get Eric that bell, folks. If you see a Masonic bell in your city, in your flea shop, get it.
Dude.
Let's make it happen.
What's element 115?
Element 115 is
Eric, do you know what element 115 is?
No, that sounds like some made up shit. I don't remember that.
It's actually a real element. It's a real element.
115. I don't remember 115 on the periodic table.
It wasn't there yet. They've already added like 6 more since
Really?
we were in high school. Yeah, they add elements all the time.
It's the boner pill one.
Element 115 is supposedly what powers the UFOs.
Dude, why is fucking Larry King here? He's still alive. I thought he was
No,
dead.
he's dead.
He died.
This is from a couple
Okay,
years
I
ago.
was like, I'm pretty sure that motherfucker's dead.
This guy right here is Bob Lazar.
Okay, the crazy UFO guy, and then we have another black
that has
black rifle.
been proven right on many things.
So we have
yes and no.
Crazy UFO
Yeah,
guy
I know.
and black rifle coffee guy. Okay, that's it.
No, this is Jack Murphy. It's Jack Murphy.
Oh, the guy that
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I
I
don't know
mean,
who the fuck
that
that
looks
is. I don't
like
care.
wouldn't surprise me.
a super heavy element. It's something that we've only just recently synthesized. We only made 4 atoms of it, but the craft uses larger quantities of it, 223 gram little triangles of it. But it's a unique element. When it's exposed to radiation, it produces its own gravitational field, its own anti-gravitational field, and it's what's used to lift and propel the craft and create distortions around it. It's
like, I want to just go, this guy's full of shit, but I also know he's never made a single dime off this story when he had every opportunity to do.
Oh, Bob.
Stephen
I don't
King?
know. I'm conflicted.
Yeah, he didn't. Sure.
No, he's never made a single dime off this story.
Stephen King? He wrote a bunch of books.
Not Stephen King. Who the fuck?
Isn't he
Oh,
Stephen? Isn't he
really?
Stephen King? Doesn't it look like?
No.
Dude, what
Motherfucker.
What do they call?
I thought you were saying Larry King for some reason.
What
I'm fucking
authors
retarded.
use a different name? What do they call that?
A pseudonym?
Yeah, so he's just using this is Stephen King just using a pseudonym. All right, yeah. Same person.
Dude, this guy's been on Art
It's
Bell
amazing
so many times.
Mm-hmm. He was on his big, I'd say his big recent break was when he went on Rogan
Yep.
like 6-7 years ago. And like he's never allowed anybody to pay him to tell the story. He usually doesn't want to talk about it. Like when Rogan got him to come on, it was like a big deal because he hadn't talked to anybody since Art Bell.
material, and it's certainly nothing that occurs here or naturally.
And it can be weaponized, and that's kind of the issue here. If this story is all
Hold on, I got something for this guy. I was right, it is Jack Murphy.
I was trying not to even get into it, but this moment is really a synthesis of it. It's like I don't know what fucking Stephen King actually worked on or whatever, and I don't think he even knows. I don't doubt him, but it's exactly that. He tells his part of the story real clear, and then there's his CIA handler, fucking faggot ass Mac CIA here. Oh, and that's the problem. It's weaponized, and then the CIA bullshit. That's exactly how I
remember
see
right,
it.
This is one of those UFO big podcasters.
This guy? No,
Yeah, I
he's
think
the
so.
handler. He's the John DeLonge guy. He's the CIA guy. What's his name?
I don't know, maybe.
It's not
but
the
I think he's
Lingizan,
also
no,
like
it's the other one.
I don't know. See if it says in the description.
He's been on Rogan like 5 times with different UFO bullshit guys. Always with a guy who's the witness or whatever.
all true, that can be weaponized.
Absolutely.
Never miss a beat.
He missed a bunch of beats, all right. Since he
Yeah.
died.
Why do you got to put extra 12 seconds on the end of this video for a dead guy?
Thank you, Yeti. Jeremy Corbell. Exactly.
Mm.
Dude, he ripped. He and DeLong ripped like how many? $5 million out of a bunch of stupid boomers with that To the Stars Academy.
Yeah, dude, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty sure he's like some sort of like big UFO podcaster grifter guy. But maybe
He's CIA,
he works for CIA.
bro.
I don't know.
He is presented always with those pilots and Air Force guys. He's always like, "Oh, they've been trusted into me." And he's always with them in the interviews.
Well, if he was a well-renowned UFO guy, wouldn't they also kind of do that too? Like if he was like a modern day Art Bell type, wouldn't those people be the ones he go to?
Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
No, anyway.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Kyle. I'm just saying there's also possibility that he's not. Like
He's entrusted by the government.
Wolves.
Art Bell, for example, legit was just there asking questions. Jeremy Corbell, he's involved with the agencies and he's handling the guys who's coming out. The To the Stars was like
You might
six
be
guys
right, but I'm saying
who worked for the NSA.
I don't know that for a fact. Do you have any documentation to prove that?
Yes. That's the point. It's that. Well, anyway, just saying.
The other thing is the percentage that it's probably true is higher than the percentage of it's not true, from what I just heard.
He's saying he's interconnected with NSA.
Dude,
and
he's not a guy who.
I don't know what the fuck.
He's not a guy
MUFON
who's
is.
a fan of UFOs, and then there's a bunch of admirals and pilots and all these people like they detangle themselves, and then they go to him. No. They are assigned. They're still in the agencies. You just go and watch all of his reviews and interviews.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, Kyle. What I'm saying is everybody can't be the CIA.
No, it's not about believing. It's his
But I'm saying,
states
like a lot of people we bring up, like the go-to is he works for the government. He's CIA. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't really care.
See,
I didn't care about anything he said.
You're thinking small.
I'm not
thinking
throwing
small.
CIA out there. I'm saying he and the government, everyone say, look, here's what's happening. This agency is doing release of information, and that had been handled to me. This guy had been handled to me. And you see, it's not some CIA thrown out in the sky. Anyway.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, not even just from us, but from a lot of people, especially on our side of the aisle. Like, everybody, he's a Fed, he's a Fed, he's a Fed, he's a Fed. It's like, after a while, it's like calling everyone a pedo. It kind of fucking dilutes the meaning of the word. You know?
Well, too bad. He actually is.
This guy, people in the chat are saying you're right about. So I believe you. But it just feels like sometimes everybody wants to just call everybody a Fed.
Who brought the launch?
I get it's a fun joke.
Who brought the launch into the UFO freight?
I believe you. You don't have to keep trying to convince me. I believe you. You don't have to keep trying to convince
do
me.
you guys know that I've done construction projects for the government?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I'm a Fed too.
Wait. No.
All right, I got an old clip here of Muhammad Ali talking about UFOs. So this would be a fun little
this
flashback.
motherfucker been punched in the face a bunch. I don't believe it.
I know, that's why I want to hear him like describe UFOs. Like he's that was a big thing in the sky. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
We were making.
Day before the birthday.
Sunday, yeah.
In other words, no matter what you weigh, you could change before the next day, right?
I've been studying.
You seem quite reserved tonight. What?
I've been studying UFOs. Did you know there are UFOs?
He just comes in on it. You know, I've been studying UFOs.
They are the real Jews.
He didn't give a damn about UFOs. He's just coming in there and fucking go, I'm gonna throw this shit upside down and go, I've been thinking about UFOs. Isn't this where I think he hits Joe Frazier or something, like, you know, kind of fake hits Joe Frazier. This Johnny Carson show, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Dude, his
he's saying that
Oh, his UFOs are where the punches are coming from. He's fucking.
He's got constant blips in his eyes.
He's got blips. He's fucking moving wherever the fuck those things are. Those are UFOs to him.
Move like a butterfly, punch like a UFO.
Yeti says there's email exchanges between the CIA and Ellen DeGeneres. It's like I get what you're saying, Yeti. I'm not saying that there's nobody that's on the take from the government. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know, when we call everyone a Fed or accuse everyone of being a CIA plant, it just kind of dilutes like the real ones like that and like the other guy.
Dude, if you want to, if you want to down to a point. All right. We all get tax returns and we're all feds? The United States government is the largest employer in the world. And then they also they subcontract everything. So technically, everybody is an employee of the United States government.
Yeah, it's more about like where the clandestine agencies put plants. Like the CIA sold cocaine out of Little Rock in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, it's slaves.
Doesn't make everybody at the airport in on it, you know. I'm sure there's a couple people getting paid off.
Slaves.
But you know,
slaves without cages.
It starts getting, you know, like
he wants to believe,
repetitive.
guy.
It's
He
like,
wants to believe.
I don't even want to believe. I know people are always trying to fuck us over, and I just don't necessarily always believe it's because the government is paying them to. Sometimes it's just personal greed. There's things within the government that they don't compartmentalize shit. They don't know what the fuck.
Because they have
last point.
Exactly.
Last point.
Exactly.
I just remember something that I think a lot of people forgot. What launched the launch and the To the Stars program into the sphere? And when did it happen, dude? After the Podesta, no. Let me just say something. After the Podesta emails leaked, one of the emails was him exchanging with Tom DeLonge, setting up meetings like, "Oh, I'm gonna disclose information, yada yada." And then because everyone was like, "What the fuck is Tom DeLonge talking about UFOs with John Podesta while this Pizzagate stuff is happening?" Then he had to come out, make up this whole To the Stars things just to be like,
smoke show.
Yeah, I'm not with the pedo shit,
dude,
but hey, I'm
always
here to
believed
reveal
that
the UFO.
fucking DeLonge was on the take.
And,
like that dude,
and that guy Jeremy
musicians
Corbell,
by and large,
Jeremy Corbell
are kind of dumb.
Just the point is the Jeremy Corbell guy is his business party from the get-go, from the beginning.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Kyle. Like that makes sense. I always believed that DeLonge was a fucking like, you know, controlled opposition or whatever. We got a dono here.
Dan Snot 69 executed a lobster with $5. Can you end the show with this hit song? Or whenever you want.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Microwave.
And yeah, open that bad boy.
Microwave.
But yeah, like Tom DeLonge is like he's always been a fucking moron. So it's like when he just comes out like, "Oh, I know the secrets of UFO," I'm like, there's just fishy shit about this all around.
I'm not gonna entertain the thoughts of a rich white kid from San Diego that grew up to be a millionaire musician and now believes in UFOs. I'm sorry, that sounds fishy to me.
Well, it was good conversation.
He suddenly had interest in UFO. That was the part that was like, were you just out of the blue are interested in UFOs now? And technology and shit? Like, just out of the blue.
And then interviews came out with the other guy. Oh, yeah, when we were on the tour.
Guys, and John Podesta is on our side, guys. He wants to reveal the UFO information. He's a good guy.
Dan Snot, we play that in our pre-roll now. Go back in the at the end of the show. Go back to the beginning. You'll see it in the pre-roll. I even have like a little stinger at the beginning from Andrew Schultz. That's really funny.
Foes out here flying
it's
around.
A great song. I like that song way better than I ever liked the original.
It is much better.
The game, North Cayman. North Cayman.
This would be the place for him in Southern California.
I'm serious. They cited a bunch over Georgia. I've seen them at night. They have real photos of them and the government and the people.
I see him when I close my eyes.
Dude, Muhammad Ali was so fucking great in interviews, dude. I don't know if y'all think he sounds. This is a master doing this shit right here. This is a wrestling promo. That's exactly what he's doing.
A bunch of his interviews, he's like playing games with people.
People just completely seem like don't talk about it. But Mr. Harold Salkin of Washington, D.C., is the head of the National UFO Bureau.
Right.
He brought me moving films. I actually have moving pictures of little saucers of great steel objects coming into pictures that people took, and I'm just surprised that don't nobody talk more about it. Something they can...
Another great insight into the fight game.
Fucking Carson was a legend.
No, I read that. But did you read the thing last night on the news?
No.
That some physicists said that what the people of Georgia might have seen were that there are probably several thousand satellite objects going around the United States, around the Earth, and sometimes they disintegrate and they come back into space.
Not 50 feet over the highway.
Well, it could. It's got to land somewhere.
No. They call it swamp gas and something they don't want. I don't know what it is, but I think I do. But there are actual saucers and objects coming within our atmosphere and flying around, and people got pictures. Everybody cite the same thing in every city, the red and blue and green lights, but the people's authorities completely brush it off as if to say we are mentally ill. I know it's right. 'Cause
And those are airplanes. Those are airplanes,
No.
Ollie.
If you got red green on one side, that's an airplane.
I've been seeing them.
Well, why don't they land then, Muhammad? I mean, if they're intelligent people, why wouldn't they land and step out and say, hi there? Or Golden Ding, whatever they say.
Airplanes are still... I understand, airplanes existed for, what was it, 1920, 1930 or some Wright brothers. But then, commercial airplanes didn't really come around until, the 60s?
Late 50s, I think.
Earlier than that.
Most of it, I think, was military in the 40s, and then maybe towards late 40s, you got some.
Yeah, about 50s, it really kicked in.
Yeah.
And then, so he's an adult in the 70s. So that means that's exactly so. When commercial airplanes, yeah, they're UFOs. I've seen those green, red, blue lights.
But there are weird things that, you ever heard of the Battle of Los Angeles?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
During World War II, there was textbook definition UFOs, unidentified flying objects that floated over LA, and they shot at it for over an hour and didn't take it down.
There's an iconic picture of it.
Yeah. So there is weird shit. But, I think he might have just been a little punch drunk and saw some planes fly over.
Why wouldn't they make contact?
They probably figure they can't get no sense out of the people here in this place.
So the whole thing was
We've never talked about that.
That was clearly the punchline there that Ali lined up. The whole thing was a fucking joke. It's not about UFO.
A little bit, because he's a Nation of Islam guy, so he's a double punch. He
believes
they
in
believe in
Yaku.
UFO, but at the same time, he's doing the critique on society that the Nation of Islam does.
No, I think
The aliens came here. They would ask why it's all fucked up.
I think back then they didn't let the newbies know about Yakub.
Well, he was a very high-powered donor. He'd be like the Tom Cruise of Nation of Islam.
That's a good one too.
I mean, am I wrong?
Probably know nothing about anything going on. They're just like, oh yeah, Tom Cruise, I'll feed you young women all the time to have sex with. That's why you're never married, or
I don't know.
Well,
He was tied with
Katie
the-
Holmes broke his heart.
I don't know. I mean, Katie Holmes, fucking Jamie Foxx, fuck, shit.
And that's why they're not married anymore.
He was tied with the Miscavige guy.
Believed in
I have actual
UFOs.
photos. I have moving films.
Yeah, but can't they can motion picture
This
film,
is
and you're
no
smart
trick.
enough to know that in still pictures they can phony those up.
These are not phony.
Ken, how do you feel about it? You believe they're flying saucers?
I'm an innocent bystander.
But you've seen them.
And the night, the one you can see on.
That guy's face.
Yep.
Did
He's
Joe
like, I'm
Frazier
fucking
just say
shit-faced.
yep?
Yep.
No. he's just like, I'm just a bystander.
No.
Tuesdays and Thursdays is like a big bright star if you go out.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
It's like a big bright star.
See now
Are you sure you're up for this fight?
I'm serious.
If you're thinking about that when Monday night comes, he's going to knock your head off.
No, I'm serious.
You're going to say it's 10 o'clock. You look more like...
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Fucking Carson was a king. Well, guys, I think we've reached the end of the show tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back, well, Monday. Tomorrow night is Legion of Dude. If you haven't come and checked it out yet, do it. It's a lot of fun. It's the most interactive show on the internet. We all go mess with people on the internet. We go do raiding. We have our own special kind of raid where we use StreamYards to invade people's shows. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. We'll say 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So, later, y'all. Have a great night.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
UFOs are totally real.
Yeah.
Aliens want to eat our ass.
Yeah.
All those UFOs are so real, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.